I gotta say, man, I hate waking up early in the morning, but every time I do, out in Wyoming, it is 100% worth it. Gotta clean the windshield off though. What is that? Come on, man. Birds have been attacking me.
Observing wildlife can be a great thrill when you are in the backcountry. But remember, animals in the park are not pets, they are wild, and should be treated with due caution and respect.
So I'm at Bridge Bay in Yellowstone, NP. Stands for National Park for all you non-traveler aficionados. So I had to stop by the ranger office to pick up the permit to do some backcountry camping in Yellowstone. But looking forward to getting out there, so let's get out there. So starting today off with the Storm Point Loop, little trail down by Yellowstone Lake. It's been a rough week. I caught something earlier this week, so I've been feeling under the weather. Very congested, very stuffy. I do apologize if the audio in this video is a little rough around the edges too. I am a little nasally. I don't have my microphone that I would plug into my phone to kind of block the wind and that sort of stuff. I brought my phone in. The charging port hasn't been working since I, crashed my mountain bike and smashed the phone. All right, my favorite part. I've decided it's no longer my favorite part. I brought the phone in and the charging port to be fixed. And they were like, oh, we don't have the part for it, but we can clean it out for you. So they clean it out, bring it back home. Now it's not charging like at all. I was like, I got to get myself out of rut with my few days off this week. Let's head up to Yellowstone. Plus I'm trying to have some good animal luck on this trip, and we've already gotten off to a really great start. There was a huge herd of bisons on the drive up. And then as I was pulling into the Bridge Bay Marina, a bunch of elk just posted up right outside the marina. Itchy head. So loving the hike so far. Storm Point was just over that hill, so walking back now. Nice little warm up to get the day started, but saw a few marmots out there. I think the marmots are like my favorite mountainous creature. They're just so goofy looking and so funny, and every time I see one, I want to give it a few scratches behind the ear, even though I know it's gonna bite my finger off. He's like, leave me alone. Could spot some geothermal activity back behind us too, way on the other side. So always cool seeing the sun light that up from the behind. But we're moving on now to Avalanche Peak, Avalanche Point, one of those. Don't have much of a plan today. Have a few goals, but not much of a plan. The main goals of today are hoping to see a lot of animals. That one's going well. Already seen elk, bison, and marmots. So that one's going pretty well. And the other goal is to do some exploring in some areas of the park that I haven't yet checked out yet. So haven't really been to this side of the lake or on the other side of Yellowstone Lake. I'm going on probably double digits in Yellowstone trips now. I'm probably up there, 8, 9, 10. So trying to get the last few locations that I just have no idea about out of the way on this one. So in Yellowstone, if you ever see a bunch of cars pulled over, it's never a bad idea to take a quick look-see. Apparently there was a grizzly bear up on the ridge, but not having great carnivore luck today. I'm really hoping I see a wolf at some point. The wolf is the one rare one I've still yet to see in Yellowstone, but we are over on the side of the lake where the geothermal activity is taking place. So kind of a 2-bird, 1-stone situation that turned into a 1-bird, 1-stone situation, but at least I have a bird and a stone. It's onwards and upwards on the Avalanche Peak Trail right now. Seeing it poking up above the trees right now. It's a steep one. It's 2,000 feet of elevation over 4.5 miles, but it's an out and back. So 2.25 miles of that 4.5 are downhill. The other 2 are uphill, and it's 2,000 miles. So 1,000 feet of elevation per mile. I'm getting tired just talking about it. I met some folks. They said they didn't see any animals, any bears or anything like that. So hopefully we'll get lucky or unlucky, depending on your point of view. Just made our way outside the tree line. This is one of the cleanest tree lines I've ever seen in my life. Just kind of ends. I'm planning on doing some lunch up there though. What's nice about the Yellowstone mountains is that they're a little bit more rounded at the top. The Tetons just kind of get steeper as the hike goes on. What's nice about these guys is it looks like it was really steep at the beginning and kind of gonna level off a little bit more at the top. So looks like I just got this ridge left. See all the people up there? The wildfire smoke is covering them pretty good, but you can just barely make out the outline of the Tetons out there. Got Yellowstone Lake over there. Woo! Woo, it's windy. We have now officially switched places. They're down there, and I'm up here. So I found myself a nice cozy hottie hole. Nice little place for lunch. Uh-oh, seat's giving out. There's some absolutely beautiful looking structures and rock formations in this range. I'm not sure the mountain range I'm in right now. I'll have to look this up later. They almost remind me of like Utah, you know, like Radiator Springs-esque. So gonna grab some lunch up here, reapply the sunscreen, do some assessing for the rest of the day. And we'll take it from there. But I'm ready for a nice little break. Shout out to Creekside Deli, best sandwich place in Jackson. About to dig into one of their delicious BLTs. It's like the best BLT I've ever had in my life. Though to be fair, it's pretty hard to fuck up a BLT. Got the whole peak to myself right now. It's nice. Good deal. Oh, that's a damn good BLT. Roasted chickpeas, also an S tier trail snack. Can take that one to the bank. Man, there's nothing in the world quite like standing at the top of a mountain with your shirt off, headband on, with a really tasty sandwich. That might be the closest we can come to perfection as a human species. The only problem is I should have brought some chocolate with me. I have a big hankering for some chocolate now that I'm finished up with lunch, and I have no chocolate. So, bummer, but next time, chocolate on the list. Oh God, excuse me. All right, we're starting to head down now. Gravity as our friend this time instead of our foe. We're doing pretty well on time today. I had 3 hikes in mind that I wanted to do. Avalanche Peak, the Storm Point loop down at Jackson Lake, and then the one out to the backcountry site. I have clearly been up high for too long now, so we'll head down and I'll see you guys in a little bit, I guess. Hey guys, 4th wall break Matt here. Just coming to tell you, if you're enjoying the video so far, please give it a like, comment, subscribe. It's free to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. So please just hit a few buttons for me. We really, really appreciate it. Finished up the hike and then took a quick detour up to Scenic Butte Lake Drive. It was Lake Butte Overlook. Something like that. It was a quick, short, like 1 mile thing up the side of a butte, so figured we might as well give it a check out, and it is beautiful up here. Very nice. A lot of helicopter activity today too. There's been you could actually, I don't know if you can hear one in the background. There's one going on overhead right now. Anyway, there's been a lot of wildfire activity lately, so a bunch of helicopters are kind of flying in and out and helping out with that. It's also partially why there's bit of haze in the air today. So I think I'm gonna run by the visitor center on my way out of kind of the lake area of the park, and then it's up to Tower Falls area, specifically the Hellroaring Bridge.
Continue on US 14 West for 3/4 of a mile.
Yeah. Stop by the visitor center. Unfortunately, their only water fountain was out of service, which kind of sucked. So had to walk across the street to the general store and then walked around there for a while until I asked for help because I couldn't find the water fill station.
Head south toward US 14 West, US 16 West.
I know. Perks of stopping at the visitor center. I did go down and walk in Yellowstone Lake. You thought I would forget the most important rule. It only counts if you touch the water. You got to remember that. So went down there, did a quick walk. It was absolutely beautiful down there, but where is not beautiful in Yellowstone? That could have been said better, but onwards with the trip. Heading to Hellroaring Bridge Trailhead, which might be the most badass trailhead name of all time. And then we're camping out in that area, so. Oh, there, big fella. I am at the Hellroaring's trailhead now, hiking back to my campsite. I am starting to run a little low here on sunshine, so might need to move our feet a little bit, but still planning on spending a little bit of time at the bridge, the suspension bridge, because that shit looked cool online. Is that a bison or is that a rock? It's a bison, I think. It's a very bison-shaped rock. Yeah, I think that's one of the coolest things about Yellowstone is like you can just look off for, I don't know, a mile or so and just see the animals spotted out, mostly the bison spotted out on the sides of the hills. It's pretty crazy to realize that like, oh, they're just there all the time. Like I'm climbing around and they're up there on the hill. And anywhere you stop in the park, if you stop and take a breather, maybe get some binoculars out, you'll be able to spot some of the bison up on some hills, man. They're always watching. I think there's a snickety snake somewhere in here. Promise I'm not crazy. Maybe I am crazy. That's pretty crazy. So that was the Hellroaring suspension bridge. I was like walking up to it and I was like, oh man, this is lamer than I thought it'd be. You should never look pictures of stuff up online that you're gonna go hike or do, because the pictures, you're always gonna set expectations for yourself. Anyway though, it was about halfway over the bridge that I was like, oh shit, I'm really high up. And I realized how thin the bridge was. It was very stable. I thought it would be wobbly, so at least it wasn't wobbly, but got another 2 miles on the hike. Now we get to the uphill part. That's probably the lowest elevation that will be, just because that was the bridge across the lake, the river. I'm pretty sure the snake is in this shot. I just can't make him out. Oh, there you are. Gotcha. I see your butt. I see your butt. Told a park ranger earlier today that I was hoping to see some carnivores. Well, I guess technically my wish has been fulfilled. And now that I'm out here alone, you know, I'm starting to think that maybe I don't want to see any more carnivores. I don't know if you've seen any of the videos of the wolves like visiting people at night and they're outside their tent, but it is eerie, man. They cackle and the chills just think. And when my coworkers freaking told me this story about this guy getting harassed by a bear at Yellowstone and having to pack up in the middle of the night and leave because he felt so like harassed. So now I'm thinking about that. So thank you, Don, if you're watching. I came to apologize. I scared that guy earlier. Oh, I'm sorry. He really doesn't like me. I got a video earlier. I whipped my phone out and I just got his butt barely in it. Seems like he's not in the mood for company right now. Well, making friends with the bison didn't go well. I'm backtracking a little bit now. I went down the trail a little bit past my home. Looks like here we are, right at the mailbox. Boop, what's that say? 2H6. So, let's check it out, get the lay of the land. Probably got about well, I should look where I'm going. I feel like I do that once a video. Just one per video you guys get. Probably because it's stupid to walk with a phone in your hand, but. Well, there's the campsite down there. And then we have this beauty up here. Looks like a bison. Dang, holy crap, man. Look at the size of these bones. That's crazy. It's super old, so I mean, shouldn't have to worry, but kind of just feel like it's always bad juju to find a skeleton right next to your campground, so, you know. Found a nice spot next to Hellroaring Creek. I don't know, my vibes were thrown off a little bit by the skeleton of the bison, just because those bones were big, like, big bones. Probably gonna chill for a little bit, just check out the feng shui, make sure it's all good. And then it's dinner time, baby. Gotta sleep, get up early tomorrow morning, but yeah, beautiful spot. Maybe I'll maybe I'll climb up to that ridge and watch the sunset from up there. So got the tent set up. Didn't get to enjoy too much of the sunset. It's going down now. I'm kind of in this little divot, so kind of hard to see it, but getting to enjoy some nice oranges over there. And I gotta remind myself too sometimes, like, it's all right to get camp set up before it gets dark and not play this game of rushing around, trying to get everything done in an hour. Living in a cool place, living in a fantastic area where beautiful things happen all the time. It feels like I need to do a ton of things. I need to be constantly moving. I need to be like seeing everything. There's like 1,000 hikes in Yellowstone and I want to hit 998 of them. I don't know. Maybe it's just get some of it done. So anyway, I do want to get some dinner before the last of the light is gone. And then I think I'm gonna pass out. It has been a very long day and the creek should lull me to sleep very nicely. Did you guys know, isn't this cool? Did you guys know that they have natural white noise machines in Yellowstone? How crazy is that? It's Yellowstone morning. Morning in Yellowstone. But my back is sore, dog. I slept at a bit of an angle. There wasn't really any sights around the campground that were at least at a little bit of an angle, but hey, chihuahua. Also, check out my rig. This is what I was charging my phone with last night. That's my charging port's not working. I have to use this stupid pad, but all right, well, I'm gonna get the yawns out and then I'll log back in and I'll see how you guys are doing. Whew, sun just peaked over the mountains. So I climbed up this ridge to do my morning nicotine and say my daily prayers to my third favorite president, Teddy Roosevelt. But the views are awesome. I found more bones, which I'm thinking, well, the bones are the last thing that goes. If an animal dies, they'll be sticking around and, you know, the rest of the animal decomposes and then the bones stick around and, you know, no one's gonna move them or anything. At least that's what I'm telling myself to feel better. I hope I didn't sleep in a buffalo graveyard, although that'd be kind of radical. The haze was making the stars all sparkly last night, but it looks beautiful this morning. Well, except for the fact that, and the knowledge that there's wildfires burning, that it's causing it. That kind of sucks. But as a positive, I did find this really cool stick. Tell me that's not a, come on fellas. Tell me that's not a good stick right there. So there was this concept I started talking about last night that I didn't really get my full thoughts out about, probably because I was exhausted from hiking all day. I'm turning 26 here pretty soon. And now that I'm about to turn 26, I know that that's not old, but 26 is like what I thought was old when I was a teenager. And lately I've been feeling like I've been wasting a lot of time, just like running out of time, this like panic that there's not enough time left and I have to do all these things. So I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is a quarter life crisis. I don't know if I had to learn about health insurance and now I'm freaking out just in general because that all sucks. And I still don't know what the difference between a premium and a discount is. At the same time, I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time. I think that was a big reason why I moved out to Jackson, is I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I just didn't want to waste it. So I was like, oh, somewhere cool. There we go. Let's do that. And I'm glad I did that. And I mean, doing stuff like this is amazing. But I think it was like Anthony Bourdain who once said, there's a guy inside me who just wants to lay in bed and smoke weed and watch cartoons all day. And my life is a series of maneuvers to outwit and outplay that guy. And sometimes I feel like that guy. It's like, I know that there's a limited amount of time and I just don't know what to do with it now when I'm young and it seems more valuable. And the time that you have throughout your life, I don't think is equally dispersed. Like, I think you can enjoy every moment of your life, but everybody's, you know, take advantage of things while you're young, all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. The concept of compound interest, like the time that you have when you're young is valuable, and this freedom is valuable. You know, like I have people that only see these videos and I talk to, and I don't, and you know, and it seems like everything is just, God, that's so melodramatic. The problem is, I have all the freedom in the world and I don't know what to do with it. Because I am stupid. Anyway, I don't really have a good solution, but I can tell you that sitting by a stream and thinking about it and then realizing, wow, I shouldn't be thinking about this. I should just be enjoying the stream. That's probably the best antidote I've come up with so far. So I don't know if you struggle with any of these things, if you deal with any of these things, let me know your thoughts on it. Yeah, so just comment below what I should do with my life, please. I appreciate that. All right, we got real introspective there. Probably because we haven't eaten breakfast yet. That's the problem. You can never do philosophy before breakfast. I forgot this shit. This is like the basic Socrates info. I also found this guy hanging out, so that's cool. Little 4-pointer right there. Heading out now. Had a pretty relaxing morning, so just chillaxed. Took a little nap in the tent by the river. It's a little bit later in the morning then. I was kind of thinking, but whatever. Like I said, no real plan on this one. I think I'm gonna go by the Mammoth Hot Spring area. Maybe stop by somewhere there and recalculate some plans. Check out my hike list. See what else maybe we'll do today. Hole that got me last night didn't get me. We live, we learn, we grow. There's this nice little canyon that I had to wind through to get out there. Now I'm winding my way back through. Just, I don't know, it feels very magical. I like this canyon a lot. Sometimes you just hit those places that you vibe with a lot. And I fuck with this canyon. And then that ridge over there, I was staying in the creek right at the end of it. That's the tip of that ridge that I was staying at. Are you guys like some form of dodo? Oh, there's 4 of them. Hello. Are you going the same way? I'm going that way too. You're a curious little feller. Oh my gosh, just like the raptors from Jurassic Park. Yeah, I know. You're a good looking guy. Just grabbed lunch at the Smoke Jumper Cafe. Got a burger and fries. It was delicious. Usually the food in the national park stinks, but the food outside the national parks also kind of stinks a lot of the time. Really glad that it was delicious here. Anyways, for now I'm heading on to Coffee Pot Rapids. It's a nice, easy, gentle hike. It's about halfway through the drive home. So we're on the Coffee Pot Rapids Trail now, which is an ironic name because it's a very calm, soothing river. Nice, easy hike to finish the trip out. Started with an easy hike, finished with an easy hike, come full circle. Ah, the swan, or as I like to call them, river ostriches. One of nature's most elegant creatures. Oh, look at you, Mr. Photogenic. Uh-oh. Someone lost their bridge. Ah. It's like the river of misfit docks. There's another one. Come on now. You guys keep losing your decks. It's no good. Well, here's the rapids part of Coffee Pot Rapids. Trail's been real nice. It's nice to like chill out and do one that's not a ton of elevation where I'm not killing myself. The water looks really fun to like kayak or raft. I don't know if I'd be good enough to do it. It looks fun to do it though. I am very tempted to take a swim, but I am also very tempted to not be swept away in a river. So maybe when we loop back around, we'll dip our toes in the water at the beginning when it's a little calmer, a little less deep. I know I asked you once this video, but I'm gonna ask you again because I know you forgot. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. What's your favorite part of Yellowstone? What animal do you like to see the most? I'm also going to throw the links to a few of my other Yellowstone videos down below. They're some of the my favorite videos that I've shot this summer. One run a road trip with my bros, and another one when it snowed in the middle of the winter in Yellowstone. So check those guys out. And other than that, thank you so much for watching. I'm pretty sure that's a guy up there, but I don't know for sure. I don't know if I'm just seeing things or if that's actually... I think it's a heron. Heron? Stork? Baby bringer. Now, which one of us will move first? They're tricky little buggers to get, but I finally got one on video. Not a very great video, but I got one on video. Not today, birds. Today belongs to Matt Farrell. And there's a bald eagle to cap the day off. Beautiful. All right, the river seems pretty wide and not so deep at this part, so I'm gonna see if I can get across and back. Just give the feet a little refresher before we hop back in the car and finally call it quits on the trips. It was a little deeper than expected.